Welcome to another day in the Matrix. Waters above crypto. Past couple days have been really bloody in this crypto market. I could hear the waters above wolves howling. We love those red pill days in the market to accumulate more of our intangible coins. Today we're going to go over the Bitcoin and XRP chart to see how the rest of this week can play out as we transitioned into Taurus. And speaking of wolves, we have a full moon next week, and I have a little decode for you guys to start today's video. So if you're new here, we do cryptocurrency technical analysis and combine it with the esoteric science of gematria, numerology, and astrology to understand these markets. If you haven't already subscribed and you like what we're doing here, feel free to subscribe. Give this video a like and share this channel with other conscious people to help grow the community. If you'd like to join the mastermind course, my email is in the description box. There's a promo code for lifetime access in the pinned comment below. So let's take the red pill. First off, next Monday being April 26th, the pink moon. We're going to see if there's a connection here going into next Monday, and also some of the reasoning why we've been dumping lately. First things first, today's date being April 20th, 2021. It's a date that I've been discussing for a while as a potential big date to have a false flag or something that would happen, but we're going to see how that plays out. Of course, there's a lot of calendars at play here. There's the calendar they give us, the peons, and there's the calendar they have. And the calendar that's way more accurate to what is actually going on in this matrix is the Hebrew calendar. So eventually I'm going to start incorporating that more into my work because I've been using that lately for my personal research, and it's been incredible to find all the data that keeps coming back to those dates. But with this being said, we have the 86 in this date, just like Ripple with the 86. That's an important number that I keep seeing in regards to this cryptocurrency market, and I always follow it. And whenever I see the 86, I keep coming back to this Ripple connection. Something having to do with the ties to the banking system and how this whole new economy is going to shake out. Another thing I wanted to get into is this full moon next week. And with full moon, you have the 108. And we discussed this 108 recently with regards to spiritual completion or the restart of a new cycle. 108 being a very, very important number in yoga. And whenever we have the zeros, we cancel them out and we get a reduction to 18. And the 18 connection having to deal with April, which is the month we are in, because it is the month of Venus with the 18. So the 18-108 connection and this full moon that we're going to be seeing will be in the last week of April. So the 108. And also another thing, when you add the date as such, 4 plus 26 plus 20 plus 21, you get the 71. And that's interesting with the 71 because when you type in pink moon, you get the 107, again reduced down to 17, and that's what the name of this moon is that we're going to have next Monday, the pink moon. The pink moon with the 107 reducing down to 17, and the date being added up to 71, which is the mirroring number, as above so below. April 26th is also going to be right here. It's going to be a Monday. And Monday is really crucial because that's the name of the date, Monday, Moon Day. So that's another interesting thing. This full moon with the 108 to restart the cycle in the zodiac of Taurus. So I believe that this whole next week is going to be turbulent for the stock market, for crypto, for Forex, for everything. It's going to be a transition week, so to speak. And I believe that this full moon that we're going to get on Monday will show us some more clarity in the way this is all going to go. So with Taurus, we have a connection to Bull Run. And you get the 100 in Taurus and Bull Run, as you can see here. And then you also get the 44s. Very important number, the 4-4. And then Bull Run with the 27 in Chaldean coming back to Ripple with the 27 in Chaldean. So there's something here that's signaling to me that there's going to be change, and this week is the starting of the change. And I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but I think we can see since Sunday night, Saturday night, the huge drop off in price. I did that emergency video on Sunday, and we could see that there's clearly something shaking out. All the cryptocurrencies in synchronicity hit all-time highs on Friday night and then just started to peel back from there. And that's not usual. Typically, you have blow-off tops where you make multiple 100% runs and then you peel back when a bull run is over. So this is really interesting what we're seeing right now. We might be seeing a mini reset, like a literal reset, just to shave off profits for whales to go in there and push down the market, liquidate longs, and put us back on track for a healthier bull run cycle. So another thing to show is the Taurus Zodiac with the 158 and 166 connection to this full pink moon. Very interesting. We're getting the full pink moon with the 158 and the Taurus Zodiac with the 158. And you also have the 166, 166 both in the same ciphers. Super interesting stuff. And then these both individually tie back to Ripple and XRP because you have Taurus Zodiac with the 76, like Ripple has 76. And then you have 58 and full pink moon, which comes back to XRP with the 58. Amazing how all these numbers keep jumping out. There's definitely something here. And then our final connection being pink moon and its connection to Ripple XRP. And the connection here would be the 109. So you have Pink Moon with the 109, Ripple XRP with the 109. Also note that Ripple XRP has 42 in Chaldean, 42 being very important because that's today's date numerology, 420 reducing down to 42. And then you also have the 24th, which is coming up in 4 days, right before this pink full moon. Something to keep in mind. This 109 reduction on Ripple XRP and Pink Moon 109 coming back to 19, which all ties back to Taurus with the 19. Again, Taurus started yesterday on the 19th of April. Super, super critical to consider all these ties. So with that being said, let's get into the charts. So the first thing that I think is super critical here for us to look into was this 1618 Fibonacci, and I just want to touch on it because a lot of people, when I was making videos over here back on the 10th, the 9th of April, which now has been over 10 days, everyone was telling me that I was wrong about the price coming back down to retest the $1.11 level. And on a lot of these XRP charts, it tested the $1.11 level. And I was saying this all through up the run. So I didn't say this because I wanted to hurt anyone's feelings. I was saying this because that's what technical analysis is. You have to come back and back test what was previously resistance to confirm a new support. And if you look at this chart, you can go back in my videos where you see I have this red 1618 circled. Even before here, I was saying that we're going to come up to this line and then we're going to move. And we're going to have to back test this line in order to have a healthy run. And that is precisely what we did. 1, 2, and 3 separate 12-hour candle closes right above the 1618. So what does this tell us? We need to hold the 1618. If we fail below this $1.17 level with even a 4-hour close, this will peel back probably to the 70-cent level. This isn't to scare anyone. This is just to let you know I would either be buying around this 1618 in small chunks if somebody's trying to reaccumulate or to add to their position, or I would just wait till we break below it. If people want to set, again, this is not financial advice, but setting those limit spot orders around this whole range between 110 and 79 cents, just call it 80 cents, you're golden. So one thing, if we look at the 12-hour chart and I bring up the 200 EMA on the 12-hour, it's right here, this green line. This green line has been what we've supported by all the way since this pump and dump coordination on the beginning of February. You can see we pumped up super high, rejected right back to this 200. You can see it right here. Perfect support, support, support. And then again, even support when we were making videos discussing this breakout territory when we predicted it. Okay, so this 200 though is sitting at 70 cents right now. We need to keep this moving up, okay? If this moves up above 78 cents, which it might take about 5 days or so to get to that level, above 70, you could pretty much think that the lowest will go is this 200 EMA on the 12-hour, which is this green moving average, to stay healthy. Now, if we close below this 200 EMA on the 12-hour, that's going to get bad. So I don't think that will happen. That's most likely not what's going to happen, but that's something to consider. It's very important that people get their emotions out of this. We know that as XRP and holders, you've been suppressed for a long time and you're finally seeing some gains. But like I said, all the way since we broke above this $1 level, get ready for hypodermic tops and get ready to see back tests of previous resistance. And I believe that's what we're seeing right now. And if we continue to get 12-hour candle closures below this 8 EMA, this yellow line, we're going to trend sideways and down. This 50 EMA would be our hope of flash crashes and continuation to the upside. Again, the 200 is like your last resort. I'm going to quickly go to the 6-hour and I'm going to bring up the drawing tools just to show you kind of how this shaked out. So we had this red trend line, right? This red trend line, you can see we really wanted to hold it. And then right when we broke it in harmony, the whole market sort of just crashed together. But look at this. This is really important on the 6-hour. We're getting this white 55 is above this yellow 8 EMA. This is what I call my bearish cross. A lot of people have different bearish crosses. I don't really worry about what other people do. This is my TA and this is the way I do it. So this is a signal to me that if we don't move up soon, all right, this is going to trend sideways and slope downwards because of this bearish cross. Now this 200 EMA will catch up, get above this area of this cluster back here, which is honestly the only cluster of support we have at the lower levels below $1. As long as this continues to move up, things will be okay. I think ultimately what we're seeing here is when I was bringing up the idea of the XLM stellar lumens fractal and how I was anticipating this to play out for XRP, I believe we're seeing something similar. And the fractal that I'm seeing, if I had to clear out everything, would be right here. I think this move right here is similar to where we just moved down to $1.11 in XRP. Now I think we'll kind of trend sideways and maybe have one final dip before the next leg up. So if I had to do this in a daily time frame, I think it'll be more like this fractal. From high till breakout, we're looking at around 23 days. So if I go to XRP, and again, this is just freestyle. This isn't really how it will go. Just bear with me here. We're looking around May 7th for this similar fractal to play out from current high down to a new high breakout. And I think that would be good, okay? Everyone should be happy if we have the next 2.5 weeks or so of moving sideways and building support above this $1 level. That'd be very healthy for XRP. But we just have to see how things go. Just in the middle of this video, it seems like the market's pulling back quite a bit. Again, the turbulent week with the 420 date, the 42 coming back to our good old friends, the Jesuits. We know by now who's helping control this market at the highest levels. And one other thing I'm going to touch on before I get into Bitcoin. I had a ton of people emailing me yesterday while I took the day off, and people are bringing up this idea of a blackout in China and how it allegedly has to do with the price dumping. Okay, guys, let's just kind of figure this out here, right? If Bitcoin caused a problem, it should have affected only Bitcoin, correct? So how is it that a blackout could affect a non-mining token like XRP, and currently XRP is down 32%? How is it that XRP has moved down so much since a Bitcoin mining blackout in China? Please explain this to me, everyone. The reason you can't explain this to me is because it's nonsense. Stop paying attention to news. It doesn't do anything. News is all fake. First of all, they don't need to prove shit to anyone. So go on Glassnode. Yes, you can see the hash rate dropped off. But why would that affect Theta? Why would Theta move down from this wick all the way 40%? Why? No, how would that make sense? Think about when XRP moved down during the SEC case, right? When it did this, 75%. Did Bitcoin move down 75%? No, because it was the XRP problem. It was Ripple's issue. Of course, it was theater. It was all fake. But what's important is when this news comes out, it should only affect the problem, which should have been Bitcoin. And I don't understand how people don't see this. When Bitcoin completely loses value, everything else loses double to triple the value. That's just the way this works. So people need to, be a little bit more, more common sense about all this stuff. So anyways, I'm going to quickly move into Bitcoin. I don't want to rant too much, although people have been asking me to rant about that. So what I'm seeing here that's really interesting is the basics, which is the 55 EMA for Bitcoin. And then I'm going to quickly end this video after I touch on this. This white 55 EMA has finally been getting punched down. So this is not good. If we get daily closures above this 55 EMA, the next thing I'm looking for is the week 13, which is sitting around this 51,000 level. If we can somehow manage to close the end of this week above the 8 EMA, we can maintain bullish, and this was just a big fake out. With us moving into Taurus, I would not be surprised if this is all just a planned move down to shake out weak hands, get the low 50s filled up. There was some things going on with the CME futures chart that I was explaining on the emergency video. And I believe that I was pretty spot on when I was discussing those things. For instance, we have the gap, and I believe the gap was filled. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to clear out these moving averages and you could see what I'm talking about. Sorry about that. Okay, you see this yellow, this 2 yellow lines? This gap is officially filled now. We could remove this. And now where do you see our gap? Our gap is to the upside. That's a good thing. So this is a huge gap between 57,000 and 61,500. It's 6%, about a $3,000 move up. I'm not saying these gaps need to fill, but they almost always do. Another thing is we have a little bit of a gap going on right here, which is in the mid 50s. So it could at least come up to fill that level right there. But with that being said, the gaps don't always fill. They don't need to fill. I don't focus on them in my TA, but I did mention in the emergency video about that 54,000 gap being filled. And look at what happened. Pretty spot on. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Today is going to be one of those up and down, very turbulent days. I wouldn't even be surprised if tomorrow and Thursday were very up and down. The reason being is because the dollar has been losing a lot of strength. The DXY has been on a downtrend, a downtrend for many consecutive days now. We're talking about 20 straight days. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just jags along kind of sideways and then we see how this goes. The stock market is definitely peeling back, which is healthy because everything is at all-time highs right now. So it's just back testing previous levels of resistance. Again, very healthy. Um, oh, and Dogecoin with the pump group shit today. I'll just end it with this. Fuck Dogecoin. I don't care about Dogecoin. I don't want to talk about it. I'm an investor, okay? I'll, if you don't resonate with that, this probably isn't your channel. But anyways, I appreciate all of you guys in this matrix. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you found this video valuable to you. A little bit longer one because of some of the rants, but I just got to give out the red pills. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Much love.